do when you feel like you are the only one and you have all this mess around you? What are you supposed to do? And that's where I think that what I've seen is you actually have to ask God for it. I think some things we feel like, oh, it's like, yeah, find those friends, but it's like, find them where? You know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about? Sometimes you actually have to pray and say, God, please bring people in my life, you know, that think like me and love you like me, so I can have some. I had to do that. I mean, I think I told Ryan, I remember when I didn't have any guy friends that I can lean on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I asked God, because I'm not good with guys. Like, me and my dad didn't have, like, the closest relationship, so I didn't really learn how to, you know, get along with guys. Ryan had a great relationship with his dad, and I think it came more naturally to him. So God kept bringing people around me who can break down my barrier and just walk right through it and not care. You know what I'm saying? Because I always had that shyness about me that's like, I couldn't make friends. Friends needed to make me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I had to ask God to bring those people around me that would just see right through whatever wall I had up and just come right in. And I think that's what you need as well. I mean, being 12 years old, what was I doing when I was 12? 'Cause, I mean, I feel you. I mean, it's not like you're alone. Like, I was thinking a lot like this when I was 12 too. Yeah. But I don't know. And Ryan is right. Your world is a little different than my world was. I mean, social media is crazy, and I think the kids around you, the reason you're seeing so much activity like this is because they can see it very easily on their phone, on their laptop, and where I couldn't see stuff as easily. Yeah. And you know what I mean? I had more of a buffer before I started seeing crazy stuff. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So once you start seeing crazy stuff, that's when your interest starts popping and so I feel you. It's tough that what you're in, but I think God chose an awesome person to deal with it, because you're great. You know what I mean? Like, this letter shows that you're great. So we're praying for you. Any other questions you have, just ask. Anything specific, just ask. I think you're doing a great job. Just make sure that if you ever, to me, it's like I refer to it in my mind as heat checks. Like, you always got to check to where your heart is, because remember, God says guard your heart. You know, that's the most important thing. So if you're guarding your heart and you realize, you know, talking to people and blah blah blah, and you start realizing, oh man, I'm cursing more today. Why am I doing that? that's a heart check. That's a heart issue, because you may have let something into your heart that you didn't realize was getting in there. That's what happens with the music. You let things into your heart, the shows, the whatever stuff starts seeping in, and you start seeing it come out. That's a heart check time. If you start seeing yourself acting anything like any of these people or desiring what they have, you want to be cuddled up in wherever you said these people were kissing and doing more. You start feeling like you want to do that. That's a heart check. Oh, crap. What's going on in there? Like, that's when you fall back. It's not time to minister. It's time to rebuild and then come back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you always got to constantly do heart checks. Where's my heart? Am I starting to feel like God is not real? Am I starting to feel like I don't care anymore? Am I starting to give up? Like, you got to find out where your heart is before you start just telling people what to do and, you know, witnessing and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And most importantly, you have to keep yourself nourished spiritually, and the only way you can do that is to stay in your word. Because I know even now, because when I was 12, I was there. I got saved when I was like 7 years old. So sometimes you will go through lonely seasons where there's no one around, and maybe those friends that are like you and like-minded take a long time to get to you. And in those seasons, you have to know that even when you're by yourself, you're not by yourself. But you have to stay in your word, because if you don't stay affirmed in that way, then you'll get lost easily.
All right, man, that's great. Hopefully that helps a little bit. I love the fact that you are who you are, and I feel like God has an awesome future. Just remember, anytime you see that at a young age, God is kind of calling you out of the crowd like you are, there's going to be a lot of tests coming, so don't be surprised by any test that comes your way. Fight through those, because if you can, God can use you for something amazing when you get older. And that's the journey I had to take, is just always relying on the fact that God is going to do something awesome if I could just hold on and keep following him. So be encouraged. No matter what comes your way, just keep following. But you're 100% right with what you said in your note. So I appreciate you asking that question. All right, so let's get back into it. You in the field with the track stars, Ryan Righteous, Sean Tanner, DJ Jeremiah. Let's go.
Cause I'm getting old, or maybe I ain't wealthy, cause I don't kiss the world's feet, but I step on toes. I was told be yourself, you forever know. No doubles next to you in the world, unless you're the letter O. Since he told me to alone. All praises to heaven's throne. If we don't lift the name of the rock, he'll raise up the very stone.
Pretty soon I'll be gone, but before I go home, I just gotta let you know. Give everything just to make you know. From every city to the end of the room, and I'm screaming, go get 'em, go get 'em, go get 'em. Wait a minute, what you say? Go get 'em, go get 'em, go get 'em. Wait a minute, what you say?
I'm on that praying tip, maybe craying trip, already said it though. I ain't talking booty dropping when I say I'm getting low. Besides, I ain't got much that's impressive, so excuse me if I ain't the next to blow with a bag of swag and the freshest flow. I ain't watching any brothers bowl. I ain't gotta watch where the bezel glows. No chain for the precious stones, but I know a name that can bless your soul. Put him on the pedestal, perfect, impeccable. Died on the third, but the words is he's resurrected though. Jesus the Christ, spread the life, come and get a loaf, get involved. We choose him instead of those brothers getting their bread up, but they're steadily getting more. Listen, no man was found fit for the job, unprofessional. Get a load of hammer, thinks he's hot like a kettle glows. So how they got so many records sold? It's magic, cause they ain't real like Athletico. Let's get them, yo.
It's pretty soon I'll be gone, but before I go home, I just gotta let you know. Give everything just to make you know. From every city to the end of the room, and I'm screaming, go get 'em, go get 'em, go get 'em. Wait a minute, what you say? Go get 'em, go get 'em.
What up, Jay? If it's the same to you out, go. Without prompting or telethons, cause Jesus is the one. Go and tell them all, please. All need the single message from the single stressing. The widows in that deep depression, kids prepubescent. The poor sentless, serving sentence in time. The service sent, which is I. We've a sentence and rhyme right. No limelight, we spitting truth. A missing view, running through my veins and DNA. No missing truth. Listen, you, hearing that greatest story told. Glory took that lowly road and died and wrote that story called. Don't presuppose it. A perfect break and a Moses who composed it. Sticking noses in. Only cause of Jesus that I'm going in. I'm going and riding till I die. Cause my flesh no homicide. I'm alive cause of God. And I scream out from that rooftop with no boombox to that stage. I'm saved and young and unashamed. You dig me?
It's pretty soon I'll be gone, but before I go home, I just gotta let you know. Give everything just to make you know. From every city to the end of the globe, and I'm screaming, go get 'em, go get 'em, go get 'em. Wait a minute, what you say? Go get 'em, go get 'em, go get 'em. Wait a minute, what you say?
Disciples, 2 by 2. 2 by 2? Yo, son, tell them what we do. Man, it's the mission field with the track stars, Ryan Rice and Sean Tanner. Get into it.